What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another How I Would Make video. So basically these videos are about how I would make a certain movie or a certain game or anything. Well, mostly this pertains to movies at this moment, but who knows, maybe this will stretch on to be like, oh, how would you make this episode or this season of something, or however it will expand or grow as a series, because this is becoming a thing for me, is like how I would make something, and it's really interesting and I'm really liking it, even though it is a little bit of, I'll be honest, a little bit of pain in the ass, especially with some of these questions that you ask me. This was requested by Red Ace, and he asked me how I would make Fantastic Four 3. Now let that sink in. He just asked me how I would make Fantastic Four 3. Okay. That's yeah, that it exists now. So after I do this video. So okay, let's talk about it. Okay, well, if we remember the last movie ended with Silver Surfer and Galactus, and that was like end of the world type of stuff. I would do, for the main villain, I would do Mole Man. I think Mole Man would be either on par with it or a little bit under, because maybe what you could do is you could do like Mole Man invading the streets type of thing, type of story. Like that's I think it would be a better story. Like, now I don't read Fantastic Four. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't read Fantastic Four. I don't read the comics. I actually I read like one or two. That's it. Like, I don't really read them. I have seen the first movie, the second movie, and the terrible reboot. And I'll be honest, I did like, the first two movies. I am one of those people who likes the first two movies. I know a lot of people don't like the movies because how it's not comic book accurate, or I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know the people's gripes with it. I know why I didn't like the reboot, but as far as like the first two movies, I didn't have much of a problem with. I feel like they were maybe doing Galactus a little bit too soon, but So yeah, the main villain I'd make is Mole Man. I'd focus more on, maybe like Mole Man's plan could be like trying to divide the group, so that he can take them all down at once. Or, and then have the scene where they all come back together and they fight him in the streets type of thing. Maybe even get some giant beasts they fight in the street. I don't know, you could honestly go crazy with this idea, with the monsters and the all of that, but honestly, there's really not a lot I could really say about this movie. That's pretty much all I would do for this movie, is I would just have Mole Man be the main villain, and I would want to have great scenes where they're fighting like beasts and creatures and giant monsters, maybe even going underground. Oh, excuse me. Maybe even going underground, and finally getting to fight Mole Man in the sewers or the underground areas. I don't know. It would be a little bit different. Like I said, there's not really a lot for me to go off of. It's kind of hard because I, as far as like how I would make it, it's hard because I sat here and I thought about it. It's like there's not a lot I can do with this movie. Like I said, all I could do is, you know what? I think it'd be a cool idea. What if we did this? What if, maybe, just a thought, take it or leave it, what if during the movie, or maybe after the movie, we found out maybe that Sue's pregnant? Maybe. that would be interesting. Then you could set up the next couple movies where, you got the little kids. I forgot their names, but I remember that, I think they're very powerful as far as like in the comics. But you could do that. You could do that. Honestly, if you were to tell me like what would be like 4 and 5 and all that, or reboot it or whatever, or make a spin-off to that, I'd do like the little kids version. But yeah, that's I know it's a little bit less of what I had for the last couple videos I did, but like I said, not a lot for me to go off of. Like I said, let's make Mole Man the villain. Maybe Sue's pregnant. Things like that. Who knows? Maybe I could even put She-Hulk in this movie. I don't know. Maybe you could do, because she's pregnant or something, maybe she can't fight Mole Man, so they decide to recruit She-Hulk. That would be kind of cool. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just throwing it out there. Take it or leave it. But yeah, guys, it's a rough draft. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. And again, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you would let me know what your attempt would be to make this movie. Like, how would you do it and things like that. But until then, guys, I'm out of here. Up and away. See you guys.